I had a problem with my salivary glands for many years. They had calcifications, they would swell up, and when they flared up, they caused pain. Eating could trigger it, and sometimes even just thinking about food was enough to make them react. It felt like the glands were trying to work, but something was blocked, irritated, and not functioning the way it should. The doctors basically told me that there was not much to do other than surgery and, in some cases, even removal. That never felt like a real answer to me. I started researching on my own. I wanted to understand how to help these glands return to a more normal function. Since they are soft tissues, and since the problem involved calcification, swelling, pain, and poor flow, I started looking into the nutrients and mechanisms involved in soft tissue health, calcium handling, glandular support, detoxification, and secretion quality. And this is the logic behind it. Vitamin D3 became the starting point because it does much more than just help absorb calcium. It also plays a role in immune function, inflammation control, neuromuscular activity, cell growth, and gene regulation through the vitamin D receptor. So, in my view, D3 acts like the main regulatory signal. It helps the body organize many systems that need to work properly. Then comes vitamin K2. If D3 helps make calcium available, K2 helps direct where that calcium is used. K2 activates proteins involved in calcium placement, especially osteocalcin and matrix Gla protein. In practical terms, that means helping direct calcium more toward bones and teeth and away from soft tissues. Magnesium is the balancing mineral in the system. It supports muscle and nerve function, serves as a cofactor in hundreds of enzymatic reactions, and is required for the activation and metabolism of vitamin D. So if D3 is the main signal and K2 is the guide, magnesium is the control system that helps everything run more smoothly and in better balance. Then I looked at iodine. Iodine is an essential component of thyroid hormones, and glandular tissues also actively concentrate it. That made me see iodine as a gland support nutrient. In this logic, iodine helps support the normal function of glands and may help reduce vulnerability to interference from other halogens such as bromide and fluoride. NAC became important because this did not look like only a calcification problem. It also looked like a problem of poor flow, stagnation, irritation, and thick secretions. NAC is a precursor to glutathione and also acts as a mucolytic, meaning it supports the body's antioxidant and detox systems while also helping break down thicker mucus. So NAC fit into the protocol as the internal cleanup and secretion support part. Finally, selenium completed the picture. Selenium is incorporated into selenoproteins that are important for thyroid hormone metabolism, DNA-related processes, and protection from oxidative damage. Selenium pairs especially well with iodine because the thyroid depends on both. And it also works well with NSC because both support the antioxidant side of the protocol through different mechanisms. So selenium became the protection and balance part of the system. So the logic of the protocol is that these nutrients do not all do the same thing. Each one covers a different part of the same larger system. D3 activates and regulates, K2 directs mineral use, magnesium supports and stabilizes that regulation, iodine nourishes glands, NAC supports cleanup and secretion quality, and selenium protects and balances the thyroid and antioxidant side of the process. That is why I experimented on myself with this protocol. And for me, it worked beautifully, even beyond my expectations, not only on the salivary glands, but more broadly on my soft tissues and glands in general. This is my personal theory based on my own research and my own experience.